You are watching Fufa TV, the home of Ugandan sport.
The league table whispers of a thrilling title race today, and every point is very prestigious for Neck Football Club. Meanwhile, for the Brightsters, you can say that survival is what they are looking out for. This year is a clash of ambition versus desperation. A battle of wills under the watchful gaze of the passionate crowd here tonight. This game is one that actually promises to be very much electric. And for the Brightsters, they've been a little bit dark today, and they'll be hoping to actually put the darkness aside and bring the light to actually shadow that darkness away. This match comes to you live all the way from the MTN Omondi Stadium in Lugogo, the home ground of Neck Football Club. And this is the Star Times Uganda Premier League. Well, everything is actually very much set for the action tonight. The weather, very much good for the game. It's actually, I can say, a little chilly tonight. And this is the kind of weather that actually brings some beautiful football to light. The battle of Brightsters up against Neck Football Club. A battle between a light up against a corporation boy. This is December. And normally there is that star in December that glides you to actually the promised one. Neck donning on their traditional orange. And for the Brightsters, well, that jersey is bright enough to actually see them get some pointers today if they can. Your referee today is Outuke Daniel, assisted by Ongeria Immaculate and Magola Ashraf. Fourth official, Dula Joshua. They're the ones given the mantle to make sure that this is a very, very good game. Well, for the Brightsters, you can actually see them very much in that very good kitty of theirs. It is bright enough, just like their name. But will the results be bright enough for them? That is a question. Neck Football Club looking very much lit up. And for the Corporation boys, they have been cooperating perfectly well here at the Philip Omondi ever since they made that switch all the way from Bugolobi. This has been a very good hunting ground for them. And like the coach normally says, this is a slaughter ground. And will it be a slaughter ground today? Because those set of footballers on your screen are very much beaming with confidence to see if they can stop the Neck boys who are just warming up for a good game. Let's wait and see who wins the coin toss. Looks like it is one that has been won by Neck Football Club, and means that Neck will begin with the side, and Nelson Sekatuka's side will begin with the ball. Well, the atmosphere is not very much electric like we had anticipated. You can see that most of the fans have not come in number, but let's look at the lineup, should we? Neck Football Club have made a couple of changes. They have some suspensions. James Jericho together with Enoch Sebagala out because of accumulated yellow cards. But there is a return, by the way, for Gideon Odong in today's game and Patrick Baiga. They actually make that return. And also there is a place for Gaddafi Wahab today. This is the formation, more of a 4-3-3 with Thembo, Mutiaba and Wahab operating in that midfield. Okocha, Cromwell and Mucherezi will be the one looking for the goals. Odong, Baiga, Jacobo Kau, Geriga all available. On the other side of Brightsters, you can actually see that they are very much gearing up for a result today. Nelson Senkatuka will be very much further inside looking for those goals. John Kokas Aloa together with Bunjo Nurdin and Kakande Shafiq all starting. Before this game, Odong Jonathan was supposed to start, but it was dropped to the bench later on, replaced by Kitimbo Innocent, the shot number 6 on your screen. There is a place for Kato and Warren Pule, and hopefully they can go down and make sure that there is no goal that actually passes through them. It is more of a 1-4-3-3 formation system for the Brightsters tonight as they take on the Corporation boys here at the Philip Omondi. Kamia Shamuran starting today as usual. Best goalkeeper at the secondary school games of 2023 when he was playing for Royal Giants of Mitiana. And he's actually a player that comes from the reserve. On the other side, Yaba goalkeeper was actually being up and about in his career in Uganda. And that's none other than Hannington Sewalunyo. We are just getting ready for the action. We are definitely off. Welcoming you to the Philip Omondi. Welcoming you to the Star Times Uganda Premier League match of the day. It's a battle between Neck Football Club and the Brightsters tonight. And let's wait and see how far the match will be propelling. Right into the arc of the midfield, and Bule Warren gets it away. Warren trying to fight that ball was Pascali Okecho. Good movement again from John Kokas. Wahab putting that ball out for a throw. My name is Peter Tai, and thank you very much for joining me as I be your conductor today. Pascali Okecho. Pushed away and finally braided away there by Kasi Mustafa. Ball just easily glides out for a goal kick. Slow start to this game, really. And that's the man himself, Ian. He's one who has actually been coaching of recent and also a journalist, by the way, with one of the media houses in Uganda. Ball back down behind Isley Kato. Away by Kitimbo. Flipped out back. And the chase is very much imminent now. Shafi Kakande blazing that ball further inside. Nelson Senkatuka. On the chase is Bunjo Nordin. Mustafa gliding through. Wahab does very well to win that possession. Away by Gideon Odonk. Easy steal. Okay, chop. Very good start here for Bright Stars. They're currently standing very tall. Hannington Sebalunyo. Long from Hannington. Away by Kato. Could have taken the head of somebody. The referee shall award that for the free kick. Mutiaba Muzamiru almost got his head actually clipped out. Muzamiru Mutiaba has played here with KCCA. He's been with Maroons. He's playing with the Express. He's managed to win about 3 league titles, I'm not very much mistaken. You can say he's actually the most successful footballer on the pitch right now. Muzamiru Mutiaba. Geriga Atendele. And finally it's gotten away for a corner. Last player to hit that ball was Warren Pule. Well, Warren Pule, former footballer of Buikwe Red Stars, has already scored 1 goal this season. We'll be loving to actually get that ball into the back of the net to increase on his tally. Corner to be brought in by the net football side. Let's wait and see what comes in from Gaddafi Wahab to swing this ball deep inside. Gaddafi Wahabu. Long from Gaddafi. Finally headed back proportionately, but unfortunately, ball is out for a goal kick by Baiga Patrick. Trying very much to get that ball deep through. When he was at the Maroons Football Club, he was a Koporo. I don't know exactly if he's still a Koporo. Kasim. Long ball away by Kato. Very good shielding there by Odongo. Flip back again. Chess is on. Tembo cannot get. Bunjo Nurdin, very clever footballer. And the small man there, Bunjo Nurdin, doing extremely very well to win possession. Began his career at Proline Football Club at the age of only 8. When Proline Football Club you actually used to have its academy here. Kato Imeimana. Back in by Mandela. Kato. Easy game reading by Baiga Wahab. Stolen up by Mandela. Now stolen further in by Kakande Shafik. Looking for numbers. Kitimbo tries to go for that shot. Stolen up by Hannington Sebalunyo. Well, Net Football Club are looking to go on top of the table. If they can actually win the game today. Geriga Jacobo Cow. One of the 4 footballers who have actually received a red card in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. Jacob Okau. But this is Patrick Baiga. Jacob. Long ball further deep through by Jacob Okau. Kept on play away by Atendele Geriga. Warren Bule on waiting side. Okecho does well. Good play. Okecho. Pascali Okecho. Gaddafi Wahab. Not that far. Thembo. Geriga Atendele. Fakes one perfectly. Sweeps with the left leg. Unfortunately, it's a back pass to Kamia Shamuran. Well, he's that kind of footballer that actually gets some good momentum. When he gets the ball perfectly on his leg, he actually will be able to punish you with those super clean crosses. Atendele Geriga. Okocha. Bunjo. Norden Bunjo with a super pass. Nelson Senkatuka. A little bit slow, but what a pass that was by Bunjo Norden. Wonderful, wonderful vision there from the young man. Sebalunyo. Nelson Senkatuka slightly sore for that ball. Only 1 goal this season for Nelson Senkatuka. Needs to increase on his tally. Kakande. Mustafa. Kitimbo. Pushed away by Gideon Odongo. Ball is out for a throw here to Bright Stars. Have actually begun this game on a bright way. Bright Stars. And when you look at them, they are bottom of the table by the way of the UPL with only 6 points. That was a very good clean pass by Bunjo Nordin. Fortunately for the goal machine himself, Nelson Senkatuka, slightly slow. Bunjo. Innocent Kitimbo. Nelson a little bit overbaked. Sekatuka Nelson began his career of football at Hope Dubs in Kampala. Also played for Erith and Belvedere FC. Not forgetting Cranes United Football Club. That's the man of the moment, Hussein Mbalangu. He has done extremely very well with Neck Football Club this season. One time he was with the Black Stars, or Black Powers rather. Hussein Mbalangu, predominantly well known in West Nile too. Jacobo Cow collected onto the defensive side. Off the legs of Pascali. Atendele Geriga. Good play by John Kokas. Atendele Geriga to throw. Good play by Wahab. Atendele. West Nile combining. Paul Muchirezi. Geriga. Wahab. Beautiful football. Paul Muchirezi. Not on target, but was some awesome play. Kakande. Kitimbo. Good game reading by Thembo. Odong back to Thembo. Flipping that ball through easily. Mutiaba Muzamiru. Oh, Rashid Okocha. Beats one but cannot beat two. Good movement again at the back by Pascali. Bunjo. Atendele Geriga leaves the leg there. Thembo loses possession. And there's going to be a free kick awarded to the Bright Stars. What a game! Alex Mandela was actually brought down, but what a game we have had today. The first 13 minutes have actually been neck to neck. And Mandela Alex brought down there, and the referee shall award a free kick, which is going to begin very quickly. Flipped on well. Warren Boulay forced back behind easily. To Kato. Played for Bugeresa Football Club in Rwanda. Also played for KCC, so he knows the corners of this pitch well. Also played for Budo Senior Secondary School in the secondary school games. Kato. Ketebo. Good game reading by Thembo. Now Muzamiru Mutiaba opening up well. Cromwell Roth Omeo. Cromwell takes his time. Okocha. Thembo. Deep down looking for Atendele Geriga now. Jacob. Patrick Baiga. Gideon Odong just back from his subsidy. That is a suspension of match. Yellow card accumulations. Oh, there have been a slight brush. That will be a throw begun very quickly. Atendele Geriga here. Atendele. Muchirezi. Still Muchirezi. Muzamiru Mutiaba. Lays that ball deep down to Atendele Geriga. Has the space to cross one through. Beautiful crossed in, and it is away by Kato. He has the heart and he has the body mass. Oh, what a pass again. Nelson Senkatuka meets it well. It's Nelson. 2 against 3. Nelson Senkatuka lays that ball and easily flipped away by Jacobo Cow. Muchirezi. Paul Muchirezi. Collected by Cromwell Rothomeo. That's a late challenge awarded for the free kick by the referee. Or to remind you that the referee actually is from the Uganda Prison Services. He actually is down that side. His brother actually does play football, so they are from a footballing family. The referee today. Net Football Club are second on the table with 20. About 23 points from the 11 games they have so far played. They have managed to win 7, they have drawn 2, they have lost only 2. And it's actually a point below table toppers Vipers, who play over the weekend. On the other side, Bright Stars are bottom of the table. 6 points from the 11 games they've played. They have only managed to win 1, and that was against Kitara Football Club. They have drawn 3 and they've lost 6. They need to improve on their tally really in order to come back. Otherwise, it will be very bad for them as the league actually bends on. Muzamiru Mutiaba scooping a little bit deep, and it's flipped away by Alex Mandera for a corner. Alex Mandera has actually played for Chigezi Homeboys alongside Chigezi Football Club. He's been in the game of football a while. The shot number 13. Corner shall be brought in by Gaddafi Wahab. Try much to deliver this ball deep through Gaddafi Wahab. Shot number 11. Neck Football Club trying very much to get the opening. It's a long driven ball. Punched away by Kamya. Kakande Shafik cannot beat his way through. Thembo does well. Kitimbo. Bunjo. Norin Bunjo. Alex Wandera. On one side was actually Kokas. Good movement again by Okecho. Wandera can't receive. Baiga. Bunjo. Mandela, Okecho, Alex Mandela, skipping away by Kokas, good game reading by Baiga. Warren, Kokas is brought down by Baiga. Patrick Baiga actually does play as the centre back on the left, gets himself on the right hand side, bringing down John Kokas, former footballer of Uganda Revenue Authority. One of those footballers who have actually been born and raised from Lugazi. This shall be brought in by Pascali Okecho. Long by Pascali. Very, very heavy. Ooh, lack of communication there. Musamiru pushed out for a throw. Okecho Pascali has actually scored a beautiful goal in the Start Times Uganda Premier League this season. The former Karo Karunji footballer scored against Sports Club Villa from the free kick. Warren Pule. Deep down they go as they take their time. Piling the pressure. Kitimbo. Kakande loses his bearings on that. Odongo. Kato. Kitimbo. Another leg challenge coming in from Cromwell Roth Omeo. Kato Neymana has parents that actually come from Rwanda. There was a rumor that was actually linking him with the move to play for the national team of Rwanda. At one time they called for his services. Some of the few fans who have turned up for this game today. It's a wonderful evening of football on a Wednesday night. Cromwell Rothomeo cannot receive. Kamia Shamuran does well to win possession of that ball. Just 12 minutes of this game played so far. Bright Stars have a very, very poor record playing away from home. By the way, if you've actually been very, very keen, they've actually gone about 22 games away from home without a win. That's a very, very poor tally. Good movement again. Atenele Geriga. Good sweeping ball. Just cannot meet the head of Okocha. Slightly slow. Flag is up anyway for the offside on Okocha. Well, if you look at the Bright Stars already this season, things have not moved on well for them. Away from home, they lost to Mbale Heroes prior to this game. 1-0 in Mbale. That was on the 28th of November 2024. If you look at the Bright Stars, they've actually now lost 2 back-to-back games of the league away from home. They did lose to Bull Football Club and also did lose to Mbale Heroes. Well, they are yet to lose 3 in a row this season. The last time they lost 3 games in a row was actually between February and April 2019, where they lost to the Vipers, they lost to the Maroons and Busoga United. Tembo. Geriga Tendele. Mucherezi. Trying very much to open up onto the wing side. They're looking for Rashidi Okocha, playing in the place of James Jarieko. Kocha. Odongo Gideon. Zamiru Mutiaba. Gideon Odongo. Force back behind. Very good play there from the Bright Stars. They're making sure that Neck Football Club play from the back. Ibrahim Tembo. Opening up to Gaddafi Wahab. Good football yet again. Looking for Muzamiru. Good game reading from the back by Kitimbo. Shamuran. Now to Kato. Nelson Senkatuka. Mustafa. Double license footballer with Kiyinda Boys. A little bit of a heavy back ball looking for Shafiq Kakande. Fortunately, the former junior player of Bright Stars couldn't receive that. Would have loved a very clean pass. You'll always get very good support from the next supporters led by Akena. He's their number 1 morale booster. Every club has that man. Every club really has that. You have the likes of Piaruhanga. You have the likes of a gentleman called Chaze of KCCA. Commodore on the other side of the Vipers. Yeah, they're all there. Bunjo. Tembo. Brought down by Mandela Rex. It's a free kick. Or they say they love Neck Football Club more than money, not money. Well, I don't know exactly which individual doesn't like money. Gaddafi. They normally say money is the one that makes the world run. Baiga. Okocha. Free kick shall be awarded. Okocha began his career as a central defender when he was playing in Arua for Arua Islamic. It's one of those Islamic primary schools tournaments where he scored about 5 goals from the defense. He's that kind of roving footballer. Represents South Sudan, by the way, after failing to get a number with the Uganda Cranes, and changes allegiance to play for South Sudan. Rashid Okocha wasn't available to play against the South African in that final game. Bunjo. Red wall at the back by Patrick Baiga. Tembo. Patrick Baiga again. Jacob Okao. Still Jacob Okao trying very much to run his way. Looking for the opening and space. Cromwell Rothomio. Stolen off the legs of Paul Mucherezi. Jacob wins the ball yet again. Gideon. Baiga. Patrick Baiga back again to Jacob. Mucherezi. Mucherezi linking to Atendele Geriga. Paul Mucherezi yet again. Gaddafi Wahab. Thembo. Heavy pass. Really heavy pass. Atendele is offside. Now will be a free kick to the Bright Stars. They've actually been standing very bright, calculating every move that they make just to make sure that nothing actually goes by. Atendele Geriga, former footballer of Arua Hills, Wakiso Giants Unduparaka. He's been there. Also plays for South Sudan. Neck this season has actually scored a total of 15 goals while conceding only 8. They have actually drawn the least games this season of the League 2 alongside Kitara and Imbale Heroes. Some of the teams that have actually drawn the least, only 2. Muzamiru to Jacob Okao. Well, Bright Stars have actually scored a total of only 6 goals in the league, which is basically the second least of the teams. Avami Bale Heroes with 5, while conceding only 12. They have a goal difference of -6. And the Bright Stars, things are not going on very well for them, really. Baiga. Atendele Geriga. Long sweeping ball into the forbidden area. Collected yet again by Rashid Okocha. Forced behind easily. And it's stolen away by Kitimbo. Oh, actually, it was Kakande Shafik. To Kitimbo. Mustafa. Oh, they're fighting and fighting. Good play by Cromwell Rothomio. Muzamiru Mutiaba. Good game reading at the back. Kato. Heavy cross by Kato. Kokas with Atendele. Good fight. Very good fight there. Was a good muscle. Geriga. Okao. The referee not very happy with what he's seeing here. There's been a battle between that man themselves, Okecho, Pascali, and Geriga Atendele. Well, you cannot blame him. He's actually looking very much for that ball. He's making sure that he checks on Geriga Atendele. Jacob Okao. Nelson Senkatuka. Kokas. Very good change of possession by Kokas. Looking for Shafik. Slightly keeps his eye off the ball. And that ball just goes up for a throw. Well, the Star Times Uganda Premier League has actually been beaming with a very good performance from the boys. Everybody's fighting for a number in Coach Paul Putt's squad for Chan. Look at how they distribute the ball well. Jacob Okao. Another long sweep. Warren Buller with a defensive header. Warren. Innocent Kitimbo. Kakande Shafik. Turn round by Mustafa Kasim. Stolen away by Cromwell Rothomio now. It's Cromwell. And wonderful play by Kato Nemeimana. Some solid performance from the defender. Just making sure that Cromwell Rothomio doesn't get the room and space to actually beat him. Look at this here. Stood his guard, threw his body on the line. It's wonderful, exceptional piece of defensive work. Cromwell Ruthven already lost possession of that ball. Warren. Tembo. Good play there by Paul Muchirezi. This is Jacobo Cow. Now to Patrick Baiga. 20 minutes of the game played so far. Neck nil. Bright Stars nil. Tembo. Oh, they forced that ball away to Annington Sebalunyo. Sebalunyo. Jacobo Cow. Gaddafi. Jacob. Long driven ball here. Warren Bule. Tendele Gerigo will allow it to bounce out for a throw. He has the advantage to throw that ball inside from set piece play. Paul Muchirezi. Oh, Gaddafi. The reverse pass wasn't rich enough for Tendele Geriga. Warren Bule. Okecho. Pascali. Bule Warren. Good game reading from the back by Jacobo Cow. Trying to go back behind slightly, back home to Annington Sebalunyo. Olnek is actually just from a draw away from home against URA. That game was actually played at the Ham Stadium in what ended 1-1 on the 5th of December 2024. It was actually the next very, very first game in the month of December. This is their second game, and this is basically their very first game at home in the month of December. Long, set it away. Well, having drawn the previous game, Nek is yet to draw 2 back-to-back matches of the season. Tendele Geriga, Muzamiru Mutiaba, muscled away in that midfield. Perfect play there by Mustafa Kasim. Mustafa, Bunjo Nordin, flipped a little by Tembo, and the referee doesn't buy. Well, the last time that Nek Football Club drew 2 back-to-back matches was actually in May this very year, where they did draw with Bright Stars and with Vipers. That's it. Muchirezi. Get it back onto the midfield. Gaddafi Wahab can't reach. Stolen away by Nelson Senkatuka. Deep down they go. This is Kato. Heavy ball to Bunjo Nordin. Tembo steps in. Gideon Odong, and Bunjo flipping on the heels of Gideon Odong. Yeah, you normally say when you miss the ball, don't miss the leg, and that's exactly the true meaning from Bunjo. Bunjo. On the run they go, looking for Mandela Alex. Mandela Alex, too much, too many. Bunjo goes down, told to stand up and play. Gaddafi Wab, and they peel away. Kadesio Okocha. It's Okocha. Oh dear me. Was he looking for a goal or was he going for cross? Rashid Okocha. It's a wasted ball there from him. I'm very sure that his coach won't be very pleased with that kind of play. So we are a little bit of a muscle problem right now. Hope it's not a serious hamstring injury. Yeah, some of the occupational hazards we have actually seen from the match. Nelson Senkatuka having a word with the referee, playing over the elbow. Yeah, the power of sports medicine. Once you actually realize that the player was down groining, and with the element of the icing, everything seems to be very much okay. So Ian having a word with his players, trying much to bring them into sync of play. They have done extremely very well just to make sure that Nek Football Club is kept back a little. When one moves further inside, the other has to come back. Well, this is the chance for Rashid Okocha, really. Should have done much better. It looks like he was going for goal instead of that cross. So the goalkeeper off his line. We have seen actually goals scored from such a distance. Come here. Warren Bule. Trapped with that ball further inside and good control by Okecho. Warren Bule. Well, see, nobody in particular. That's easy play for Jacobo Cow. He has all the right to actually enjoy himself. Sewalunyo. He's a brother of Joshua Luwama Leti, footballer of Uganda Revenue Authority. Jacobo Cow. And then poor control there from John Kokas. Spell skip the ball for himself. It's going to be a throw here, brought in quickly by Geriga Tendele. Mucherezi. Jacobo Cow trying to screw that ball deep down. Muzamiru Mutiaba. Easy giving away the long cross. And the hurried cross trying to open up on 11 Nelson Senkatuka. Sebalunyo. Patrick Baiga. Away by Thembo. Gideon Odongo. Baiga. Bunjo for Bright Stars. Another extreme very good pass to Kakande Shafik. It's Kakande. Still Kakande making that run. Tries to balance his body read well by Gaddafi. Up they go, Muzamiru Mutiaba. And it's stolen away by Okecho Pascali. Mustafa. Nelson can't cross. Nelson Sekatuka again. Looking for the opening, and can they get Kitimbo? No, they cannot. Throw will be here for Neck Football Club. Or not in a very big hurry at the moment. If you look at the record at home for Neck Football Club at home, their last game was a 2-1 win against Sports Club Villa on the 29th of November. They are looking for back-to-back wins, like what they did way back in October, where they won 3 games back-to-back. Bunjo can't get Nelson Senkatuka. Odongo and Sebalunya blasts away. Finally, ball is going away from the rhythm. Good play at the back by Warren Bule. Intercepted a little by Mustafa Kasim. Big man Kato. Alex Mandela. Given deep down. It's collected here. Pascali. Still Pascali. The yak of the midfield. Kasim Mustafa. On the run they go. Mandela Alex. Oh, he looks up to Kakande Shafik. Kakande, heavy ball. Nobody there. Should have been John Kokas. Oh, unfortunately, just failed to read the memo and the flight of that cross. And it goes out for a throw to Neck Football Club. For once, you can say that Bright Stars are knocking on the door of Neck Football Club. And Neck looking very much relaxed at the back. But you have to be very much worried. Well, they do have a Nelson Senkatuka inside there. They have a quick fit of John Kokas. Warren. Straight back to the goalkeeper, Kamia Shamuran. Kamia. Kato. Kitimbo. And he actually pushes that ball out for a throw. Pressure had become too much from Rashid Okocha. We're approaching half an hour of football very, very soon here at the MTN Filippo Mondi Stadium. Neck Football Club taking on Bright Stars. Bright Stars rooted bottom of the table. Neck Football Club are second. Muzamiru Mutiaba stolen away by Kokas. Opens up Mandela. Oh, he fakes well perfectly. And next that ball deep down. Here goes the goal machine. Nelson Senkatuka. Nelson fakes one. Dances well. Lays it through. It's called for the handball. Not awarded. Off the shins of Mandela. They still have the power to drop that ball inside very heavily. Here they go. Looks up. Big delivery. Close line. And it's out by Mandela Alex. Well, trust me, the crowd at the back of the goal had already begun jubilating, but for Mandela Alex, oh, that ball was a little bit high up. One of the best chances of the day that Neck Football Club could actually root themselves of failing to defend. And you can say for the Bright Stars, they'll be very much pleased with what they have so far displayed today. Patrick Baiga. I'm very sure the Vipers are watching this game, especially most of their supporters, and they would love maybe a draw from here. Paul Mucherezi. Kokas goes very hard. What does the referee award? Is it a corner? No, it's not. It'll be a goal kick. Away from home, Bright Stars did lose to Mbale Heroes in their previous game, losing by 1-0 in Mbale on the 28th of November. But in the moment, Bright Stars have now lost 2 back-to-back games of the league away from home, losing to Bull and Mbale Heroes. Well, they are yet to lose 3 in a row. They did actually lose 3 in 2019 season. That's the last time they lost 3 games in a row, back-to-back. Was between February and April of 2019, losing to Vipers, Maroons and Busoga United. For sure, the last 5 away games for Bright Stars has actually seen them draw 3 and lose 2, drawing against Wakison Police, together with, of course, Sports Club Villa, and then they went on to lose against Bull and Mbale. It's away from home, not a very good record. 22 games away without a win. Bunjo. Foul has been awarded. 31 minutes of the game played. Game is still very much on. For next supporters, they'll be giving most of the noise compared to the Bright Stars supporters who are just in traces. Hannington Sabalunyo. Jacob Okau. Jacob shielded well by Cromwell Rothomir. Bunjo. Well, fighting spirits coming through there from Okecho Pascali. Tendele. Jacob Okau. It's Jacob. Cromwell Rothomir. Okau again. Squaring that ball deep down. Gaddafi Wahabu with that win. Gaddafi. Kokas fights. Kokas wins. Kokas John. Oh, he goes down. The referee shall award a free kick. Outside the box it was, and it was a bit of not a fight play there from Paul Mucherezi. Frustrations cropping in a little. Paul Mucherezi trying to show his innocence right in front of the referee. Let's watch this very, very well. Well, the advantage will always be on the footballer who has the ball, and Paul Mucherezi was coming from the back. He had just lost the ball, so you can say he was fighting very hard to win that, and surely that will be a free kick. And for John Kokas, he'll be very pleased to get themselves a free kick in a very good possession. And this is where Punjo Nurdin, together with Nelson Senkatuka, will be loving to actually venture from. I do remember Bright Stars when they used to play their game of football at the Champion Stadium all the way in Mwererwe. Very outstanding in that stadium, but now let's wait and see. Nelson Senkatuka to deliver one deep through. Nelson, and it's kneed away by the culprit that gave away the free kick, Paul Mucherezi. Bunjo. Nelson Senkatuka, away by Jacob Okau. Okocha. Gideon, now to Patrick Baiga. Looking for Cromwell Rothomir. Uses his body well. Cromwell Rothomir fights his way through. No penalty awarded. Kato. Thembo brings it back behind slightly though. Jacob. Baiga. Okocha. Stamped on a little. Will be a free kick awarded now to Nek Football Club. The stamp coming in from Innocent Kitimbo. One time he played his game of football at Visions Football Club in Kawempe. That's why I do remember him from Innocent Kitimbo. Zamiru Mutiaba is very good at free kicks. Does he still have the power in those legs to deliver one from the set piece play? Zamiru Mutiaba. Precision or pace is the question. He does go for precision. Kalim Paul hit it away, but not very far. Kokas. Atendele Geriga. It's good play by Mandela. Atendele. Thembo. Jacob Okau. That's a long drilled ball deep through, not very far. Muzamiru Muchaba fakes 1 and 2 but can't fake 3. Atendele sweeps one heavy ball. Need back in play. Shot low, not yielding up, and finally gotten away. Bunjo. Norden Bunjo. Kokas. 1-on-1 with Atendele Geriga. Good movement from Atendele. Good fight for that ball. Sebwalunyo. Patrick Baiga. Back through to Jacobo Cow. Well, when you look at Neck Football Club, they have to play the patient football. That's what they love to play. Cromwell Rotomio, 3 goals already. The start times Uganda Premier League. Born and raised in Pakwach. Began his career football at the Pakwach Youngsters. Diploma holder in accounting and finance from Pakwach UCC. Also played the Black Angels at one time. Well, brought down by Pascali Okecho. 36 minutes of the game played. Neck nil, Bright Stars nil. Will be a corner to be awarded after ball from the corner has been pushed out for a corner. From the free kick rather. Gaddafi. Long from Gaddafi. And poorly headed through by Jacobo Cow. Well, when was the last time that you actually did see Jacobo Cow score a goal? Champion with Lango Province in the FUFA drum competition. It's yet to actually begin this very we had a couple of preliminary matches that were played. To remember the game between Bugisu and Karamoja. Bugisu winning the game in Mbale. Karamoja played wonderful football, very unlucky to be on the losing side. Did lose the game, if I do remember, 2-1. Away by Patrick Baiga. Good play by Okecho. Pascali on the opening, on the 1-2s. Gaddafi Wab on the game reading. Baiga. Muchaba. Thembo. Muzamiru waiting. Good play there by Chirezi. Atendele Geriga. Atendele. Jacob. Hannington Sebwalunyo. Oh, very good interchange. Ball is out for a throw in. Kokas. Last player to tap on that ball. Pascali Okechi was actually deemed to have been fouled, but referee saw it wise enough to continue with play. Jacob. Stolen up. Bunjo Nordin. Such a fine talent, Bunjo Nordin. Kitimbo. Kato. Bob. Kato again. Change of wing there from Kato. Tenele Geriga is right there. And what a wonderful turn from Paul Muchirezi. And it's flipped on his heels by Alex Mandela. Wanted away for a free kick. Zamiru Muchaba loses out. Good play by Mustafa. On the opening, Nelson Senkatuka shakes off his number. Nelson takes his time, lays it through. Punjo was right there, but not timing that well. Jacobo Cow in the right place at the right time. Otherwise, Bunjo Nordin would have been celebrating a goal. Very, very exceptional piece of defensive work there from Jacobo Cow. Good interstep. And Nelson Sekatuka knew exactly what he was doing. And Jacobo Cow frustrating Bunjo Nordin. Corner. Inward swinger. It shall be brought in by Okecho Pascali. Scored a wonder goal against Sports Club Villa from the free kick. Pascali sweeps one through. The header is back and the volley doesn't yield. And referee awards a penalty. Culprit Patrick Baiga handing the ball in the box. It's a penalty for Bright Stars. Your referee was in the right place at the right time to see that and award that. Very unlucky there for Patrick Baiga. On his return, he has actually gifted the opposition a penalty. Very good cutback by Warren. And by the time the ball was brought through, the hand was there. Well, the hand was there. Well, this is it again from the replay. You can actually see it a little. The shot here. There goes the hand. Penalty awarded. And who will be the one to take this penalty? Nelson Senkatuka. Only one goal this season in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. It's Nelson Senkatuka rather. He's up against Hannington Sebalunyo. Referee does blow that whistle. Nelson takes his time, picks his spots, and the only thing waits is him to put that ball in if he can. Nelson strikes! Oh, saved well! Hannington Sebalunyo! Wonderful goalkeeping from Hannington Sebalunyo. He's showing his skill. And Nelson Senkatuka denied by Hannington Sebalunyo. It will be more frustrations for Nelson Senkatuka. Goalkeeper gets right. And Nelson Senkatuka denied by the heroic save from Hannington Sebalunyo. And the captain plays like a true captain, denying the captain of Bright Stars. That was a captain's affair. Kokas. Thembo. It's given away back to Pascali. Looking to Kakande Shafik. Unfortunately, it is out for a throw. Very good goalkeeping again from Hannington Sebalunyo. Really, really good goalkeeping. Well, normally a goal can motivate you. Unfortunately, a goal missed can a little bit demoralize you. Oh, the last 5 league games for the Bright Stars have seen them score 2 goals and concede 5. They have only kept 1 clean sheet, and that was against Kitara. And they have conceded 4. Well, having lost the last 3 in a row, Bright Stars are yet to go 4 games in a row without a loss. And the last time that they actually went on a 4-game losing streak was in 2023 between May and September, losing to Wakiso Giants, Arua Hill, KCC and Bull. Well, the most interesting thing about Bright Stars is that this season they've only scored more than 1 goal in 1 match. That was in the 2-2 draw against Sports Club Villa. Well, apart from that, it has actually been just only 1 goal for them. They've gone 6 games in a row, minus scoring above 2 goals. Began quickly. Mandera. Kokas. Quick fits. Change of play by Alex. Trying much to open up on Shafik Kakande, but the pass was a little heavy. We have only 2 minutes of normal time to play for. Neck Football Club missing from the penalty spot, denied by the goalkeeper, Hannington Sebalunyo. Here goes Ibrahim Thembo. Jacob Okau. Stealing off the legs of Paul Muchirezi, who fights his way through to win that ball. They'll be looking for Atendele Geriga. Atendele, blessed with both feet, headed away but not that far. Wahab Gaddafi. Gideon Odonk. Wahab again, Gideon. Lays that ball away to Jacob Okau. Jacob attended it. Warren. Mandera. Bunjo Nordin. Mustafa Kasim. Further inside to Kitimbo. Kakande. Using the blind side of his markers. Here goes Bunjo Nordin. Nelson is waiting for that ball. Bunjo goes low. Well, I don't know if he was actually going for goal, Bunjo Nordin. It's a bit of an audacious ball brought through from Bunjo. 1 goal already this season. The Star Times Uganda Premier League. 2 minutes. Just only 2 minutes added on. Jacob Okau. Gliding header through, collected right into the Back of that midfield by Mustafa. Seen less of him, the double licensee with the Kiinda boys. That is in the big league. Bunjo. Kitimbo. The run from Kakande Shafik is being chased now. Kakande Shafik still holds on that ball. Crosses ball. Nelson Senkatuka can't reach on that. They will be rolling away for a throw. Ian doesn't look very pleased, really. Well, to remind you that these two teams have actually met twice in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. And that was last season. There was actually both of the two meetings ended up in draws, 0-0 and 1-1. Well, this is the second time, by the way, that the two teams are meeting in the month of December. Muchirezi opens up well. Oh, could have yielded into something. What does the referee say? It will be a free kick on Paul Muchirezi. Would have been a handball there. Well, this is the second time the two are meeting in the month of December, with the first actually coming on the 29th of December. That was last year. That game ended here at the Philip Omondi 0-0. So this is the second time. This is also the second time, by the way, that the two are meeting on Wednesday. And the first was actually on the 8th of May 2024, which was a Wednesday in Kavumba Recreational Grounds. That game ended 1-1. And it's also the second time that the two are meeting at 7 p.m. Well, of course, the first one ending 0-0 on the 29th of December. And that's it. Referee brings the first 45 minutes to a halt. Neck Football Club and Bright Stars still locked at 0-0. Of course, the best chance of the day falling to that man, Nelson Senkatuka, was actually denied by the heroic performance of the goalkeeper, Hannington Sebalunyo. I'm very sure that Ian, the coach of the Bright Stars, has a lot of talking to do, most especially to his strikers who have failed to put that ball in the back of the net. But the man of the moment, shot number 19 on your screen, Nelson Sebalunyo. Very, very good performance for the moment. Halftime it is at the Philip Omondi. Neck 0, Bright Stars 0. Do not even move away. We shall be back.
You are watching Fufa TV, the home of Ugandan sport.
Welcome back to the Philip Omondi Stadium for the second half of today's clash between Neck Football Club and Bright Stars. If you're just joining us, the game is still 0-0. Well, Bright Stars had the opportunity of taking the lead. Unfortunately, from the penalty spot, they missed. And it was actually the goalkeeper in the names of Hannington Sebalunyo who made the save. And looks like there will be a quick substitution here. Well, interestingly, it will be Neck Football Club trying to bring in Kavuma, the captain. Marvin Kavuma shall be coming in very, very quickly. The shot number 8. We'll be able to confirm on who will be exiting. $10 for 18. That's for who? 8 for 21. Oh, there we go. Okocha is actually out.